Hey everybody, Chris with Up North Air Gunner. So today we're here with the FX Dreamline Power-Pup in 22 caliber with the 700 millimeter barrel. I've got a Donnie FL Tatsu on this thing, and we have got a heavy hitter with this brand new rifle from FX Airguns. And so what they've done, once again, kind of mashing up a couple different kind of form factors from their line of air guns. The biggest thing about this air gun that I got really excited about when FX told me about this was the fact that it's got an 80cc Power Plenum in this thing. And what that's going to give you is a lot more shot efficiency, the ability to push heavier slugs faster. And we've got this thing cranked up to 175 bar, pretty much at the peak of probably where you're going to want it. So the accuracy of this thing at 50 yards, I am holding a lot of cloverleaf groups. I'm shooting off of a bag. So one of the things about this gun, I think, sort of it's purpose built to be a hunting air rifle, right? You're gonna be doing a lot of woods walking, stalking. So there is no way to mount a Picatinny rail right out of the box. But the good news is Saber Tactical offers a bottle clamp. So that way you can put a Picatinny rail there and run your bipod on there if you want to. But yeah, so some of these 50-yard groups though, looking pretty good. So let's talk about the ammo that we'll be shooting today. And these are the Patriot Outdoors Javelins, and these are in the 30 grain size. And these are really a perfect fit if you are shooting a 700 millimeter barrel, pretty much in any of the FX Airguns lineup. Really the Power-Pup, the Maverick, obviously the FX Impact M3, you're pushing a lot of velocity and the ability to push heavier for caliber slugs. And so what that's going to give you is the ability to have high ballistic coefficient for your ammunition. And the reason why that's important is if you compare, for instance, the ballistic coefficient of this 30 grain slug to a typical 22 caliber 18 grain pellet at 1,000 feet per second, you're roughly getting 3 inches less of drop at 100 yards. So that's really flattening out that shot trajectory. And quite honestly, if you're trying to push pellets at 1,000 feet per second, they're probably spiraling out of control at 1,000 feet per second anyway. So really, this is the way to go. All right, let's see what kind of velocity we're getting with these 30 grain slugs. All right, here we go. Ooh. All right, let's say you're averaging about 1,011. Tighten that up. You could probably tighten that standard deviation, extreme spread up a little bit with a little bit of tuning. But you know, right out of the box, we've got this cranked up to max. That is some serious foot-pounds of energy for a 22. Super happy with that. All right, let's shoot some groups. All right, here we go. Power-Pup 22, 5-shot group. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can do this without knocking over the camera this time. All right, let's go check it out. So what I love most about this rifle so far is, quite honestly, just how simple it is, really. Not a lot of bells and whistles. It's super lightweight. Feels great in the shoulder. Kind of a perfect hunting platform, you know, so you're not carrying around so much weight in the woods. And obviously pairing it with the 4-16 by 44 Element Helix is just super lightweight. And that right there, folks, is a pretty darn good group. Not bad at all. 3 right there in the bulls and 2 off to the side. So yeah, I mean, that was kind of my first sighter group here. 4 touching, 1 off there, 3 touching. These 2 are probably me. 3 touching, almost 4 touching. But man, 50 yards or 1,000 feet per second with 30 grain javelins. I mean, squirrel hunting, I mean, small game. It's just, I mean, even, you know, coyote headshots. But yeah. All right, everybody, there it is. The first look at the FX Dreamline Power-Pup. And, you know, I love what FX is doing. And they're just taking like all of the best bits and pieces of all their air rifles and they're mashing them up. You know, like what they did with the Maverick and what they've done with this. You know, they're taking the Power Plenum from the Maverick. You know, we got a Wildcat style stock on this thing. I love the fact that we've got a Foster fill here on the side, so that way you're not worrying about, you know, a fill probe. You know, for the price point and the maneuverability of this gun and how lightweight it is, it's just, I mean, to be able to shoot slugs like that right out of the box. I haven't even tuned this thing. I asked FX to send it to me, just, hey, wind it up, 22 caliber barrel, 700 millimeter. Let's just see how fast we can push these 30 grain slugs. Really wasn't expecting a lot. You know, I figured I'd have to kind of tinker with it and tune it. Guys, I haven't even touched this thing. Literally right out of the box, you know, holding those kinds of groups at 50 yards. Obviously with a bipod and a, you know, rear bag, I'd be able to tighten up a bit, but there it is, first look. Definitely check this out. If you're looking for a great hunting rifle for small game, definitely give the FX Dreamline Power-Pup a look. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Take care.